Hey there YouTube! So today I am here with a manga haul! So there were some sales on manga in the end of September and into October, and I really wanted to take advantage of them, so I did. Show you everything that I got and tell you a little bit about these series. Some of them are continuations of series that I've already been reading, and some of them are new stuff that I wanted to try out. Things that I had heard good things about, so yeah. So the first sale that I took advantage of was on Right Stuf Anime, and it was on Shoujo Beat titles, and it was kind of like their weekly sale. So Shoujo Beat obviously has tons of great series, so I decided to pick some up. First we'll start with the continuations. I got the last 3 volumes of Honey So Sweet by Amu Meguro. This is a story about basically 2 super innocent high school students who start dating, and it's like super soft and super cute and just it fills my heart with joy. I've actually finished all of this. There are only 8 volumes in this series, so it's a really short shoujo series and totally worth your time. I would definitely recommend you read Honey So Sweet. I got volume 3 of Snow White with the Red Hair. This is about this girl, Shirayuki, who is training to become a court herbalist in a kingdom, and she is friends with the prince, and it's like super... That's the feeling that it is. That's what it is. There is an anime for this that I absolutely adore. The manga goes a little bit farther than the anime does, but we're not quite there yet with this volume. So the anime kind of has things that are like out of order from the manga, but we don't have to talk about that. I always say that Shirayuki is like my #1 heart healing anime because anytime I feel sad, I just put on Shirayuki and I feel so much better. So volume 3 of the manga, very excited to read this. I love this series a lot. We have volume 6 of Aloha Rewrite. This is a story about, what is this about? This is about a girl named Futaba, and she was friends with this guy named Ko in middle school. They had mutual feelings for each other. Nothing happened with them. Ko moves away. Now they meet again in high school, so it's kind of like their story about kind of rediscovering who each other are and possibly falling in love. Really love Aloha Rewrite. I'm almost caught up on this. I think there are 7 or 8 volumes out now. A little bit behind on it, but slowly gathering them. Those are things that I have, I'm continuing. I already have probably all of the series or most of it that's out now, just things that I'm collecting as they come out. Next are some new things that I wanted to try out. First I have volume 1 of Anonymous Noise. This is by Ryoko Fukuyama. So this is about a girl who likes to sing, and she ends up meeting like 2 boys, and then they get separated, and then in high school she finds them again. I haven't heard a ton about this series. It does seem like it's kind of a typical shoujo plot, but with like set in like the music industry, or with music as the center stage for it. I really like music. You couldn't tell by what I listened to because I listened to the same things that I listened to in high school still, but I've always had an appreciation for music. I was in band in high school, so you know, but yeah, I'm excited to see like a music related manga. Next I got Kenka Bancho Otome, the volumes 1 and 2, and this is by Chie Shimeda. And oh, apparently it's based on a game, so that's interesting. So this seems like it is a harem sort of thing, and it's kind of like a she's the man type of situation, I think, where this girl basically takes the place of her brother in high school, and they're apparently this high school is super weird and you have to like fight your way to the top. That's what it says. So interesting to see. I think the thing that really drew me to this is this cover and this boy right here, because he seems just my type of anime boy. Really excited to see this. I believe there's an anime of this. I think I've seen this like on Crunchyroll somewhere, but I think I'm gonna read the first 2 volumes of manga before I explore that. Next I got volumes 1 and 2 of SP Baby. This is actually the whole series. It's a 2-volume series, so that is exciting. So essentially I think this is about this girl, and she ends up she's like on her way to a job interview and then ends up saving a man who's being like harassed or like robbed or mugged or something like that, and then turns out he's the prime minister's son and recruits her to be his bodyguard. So I believe it is kind of a romance type of situation. Really excited to read this. Seems like it's a little bit unrealistic, but it is also not a high school romance story, which I read a lot of, so really excited to read something that's not set in high school. And speaking of high school manga, I got the first 2 volumes of Shortcake Cake, and this is by Sue Morishita, and this is about a girl who like ends up living in a dormitory for her high school, and of course there are lots of cute boys that live there. I've heard a lot of really good things about this series, so I'm excited to read this. I don't really have much else about what the synopsis. It's a haul video, you get it. Okay, so that is everything that I got from Write Stuff. I got a lot there. That was a really good sale. Next was a sale from Barnes & Noble, and it was on Kodansha titles, and it was like buy 2 get 1 free, so definitely took advantage of that. Oh, I have more from Barnes & Noble. Oh, so I did 2 shopping trips to Barnes & Noble for manga. So I went to the store. I actually went to go pick up Wayward Son by Rainbow Rowell. Saw they were having the sale, so I was like, gotta get me some manga, so I did. What I ended up getting was volumes 2, 3, and 4 of the Sailor Moon Eternal editions. And sales like these are the best types of sales, because these volumes are like $30, right? Yeah, they're like $28. Basically, I got 3 $30 mangas for the price of 2, so that's like a huge savings. I saved like almost $30 on one of these, so definitely a great sale to pick these up. I didn't grab the 5th one. I think I'm going to do that at another point in time, just because it was a lot of money still, even though I got one of them free. But yeah, definitely if there's like a sale like this, I would suggest stocking up on your more expensive ones, and don't mix inexpensive ones. Don't pick up like a $10 manga with like a $30 or a $20 manga, because then it'll give you the $10 one for free, and we're trying to pay the least amount of money as possible. So if you want to get an expensive manga for free, do all of the expensive stuff in one transaction. But yeah, Sailor Moon manga, these editions are super pretty. Volume 2 has Mercury on it. Volume 3 has Mars, and Volume 4 has Jupiter. These versions are super pretty. I already have the first one. I'm very excited to read the rest of these, because I've never read the Sailor Moon manga before. All I've read is the first one, and so it's exciting to actually read the actual Sailor Moon manga. So after, so I bought those in the store, and then I did place an order online, and I got 6 manga, the first 3 volumes of 2 different series, the first of which is the first 3 volumes of Love in Focus, and this is by Yoko Nogiri. And so this one, of course, is about a girl in high school. This is about a girl in high school, and she really loves photography, and oh, I just realized this one is super messed up. Holy, she loves photography, and she like, it's like a way for her to like keep memories of people, and she, what does she do? Okay, yeah, so she loves photography, uses it to keep memories, and then she is recruited by a childhood friend to join the photo club in this kind of like high school, and the photo club is like really well known. So she moves into a dorm, and there are boys, and I'm anticipating it to be a fun, cute, romantic time. Really excited to see this. I really like it when like shoujo manga has this sort of like, it's not exactly a twist, but like another element to it, like, oh, there is like basketball is really prominent, or there's something like music or something like photography mixed in with it. I mean, there are great series like Honey So Sweet where it's just like straight up just regular kids in high school, but I do like it when there's like an extra hobby or an extra sport that plays a prominent role in the story. I think that's really interesting, so we'll see how love and focus works out. The last series that I picked up is the first 3 volumes of Witch Hat Altier. I think that's how you say it. I like literally don't know how to say that word at all. But this is by Kamono Shirahama, and this is essentially it's a fantasy manga, so it is not more high school stuff, but it is about a world where I guess magic is believed to have been like you're born with magic versus learning magic, and that's kind of like the way people think it is, but turns out it's not quite that way. So it's about this girl, I think it's a girl. Yeah, it's about a girl named Coco, and she kind of finds out that magic can be learned and not, you don't have to be born with it. She goes on a quest to learn magic, and I believe she learns it from like a magician that's like does like sewing. I guess sewing plays a big role in this, which is super interesting to me because I love sewing and like making stuff. So yeah, it's a little bit different than what I am used to. I don't know if this is completely classified as a shoujo manga, but it is definitely a fantasy manga, and I'm excited to read it. I've heard really, really great things about this one. So yeah, and like the cover art is like really great, really, really great. I hope I can read this in the rest of October because it seems like it's a good sort of like non-terrifying Halloween themed thing. That is my manga haul. I hope you enjoyed it. If you've read any of these series and you have opinions about them, let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more manga and bookish and nerdy content from me. That is all I've got for you guys today. I'm Christy Lou. Till next time, matane!